Taste of Life, an interactive travel series for the gourmet in us all. This week's Epicurean Odyssey is a leisurely tour of the captivating island of Lesvos. Today's Taste of Life visit to the renowned Greek island of Lesvos will charm and fascinate everyone, from the avid to the armchair traveler. Our fine dining choice is lemon and green pepper, where we'll meet owner and executive chef Nikos Kamparopoulos, whose specialties include savory dolmatis, or stuffed vine leaves, and baked John Dory fish with local herbs. We'll learn why Lesvos has become renowned the world over as the island of olives, and how its famed olive oil is produced. We'll wonder at the island's petrified forest, and join in as the people of Lesvos share their food, festivals, and culture with us.
The Garden of the Turkish Empire. Hi, I'm Catherine Blythe, and I'm so glad you could join Taste of Life on the island of Lesbos. It's the third largest of the Greek islands, but it's just the toss of an olive pit from the Turkish mainland, so it's changed hands many times over its very long history, and it isn't difficult to understand why. With miles of sandy beaches, vibrant fishing villages, gardens, and over 11 million olive trees, Lesbos and its culture are a treasure just waiting to be discovered.
On behalf of the people of Lesbos, welcome a Taste of Life.
It isn't difficult to get to Lesbos. Planes and ferries connect the island with Athens. The difficulty once you arrive may well be that you don't want to leave. Most travelers arrive in the capital city of Mytilene, whose pastel shades and gracious streets have welcomed vacationing members of Athens' high society since the last century. And the architecture reflects the island's heritage as a center of culture and learning for thousands of years. Even in the city, the beach and the sea are never far away from you in Lesbos, and the gentle lapping of waves and warm, salt-scented breezes lure visitors and locals alike to its shores. Visitors get a glimpse of island life at Mytilene's Old Market. Here you'll find a unique selection for households and restaurants alike, freshly caught local seafood and produce from the island's many farms. In fact, any menu in Lesbos is built on ingredients and locally prepared foods found here. One of the most famous food products from Lesbos is olive oil. There are more than 100 olive trees for every person on the island of Lesbos. Some plots date back thousands of years. It's easy to understand how the cultivation, harvesting, and processing of olives dominates the rural lifestyle of the island now, even as it has for centuries. It's a year-round labor of love for every member of the family. Olives of varying degrees of ripeness are used to make Lesbos olive oil. They're pressed and the oil is filtered with great care. While the production of olive oil in Lesbos preserves timeless traditions, the most advanced techniques available to modern science are employed to ensure Lesbos olive oil lives up to its honored reputation. One that has local chefs and food connoisseurs claiming the olive oil from Lesbos may be the finest in quality, purity, and taste of any in the world.
With so many coastal communities, every seaside village in Lesvos is a fishing village, and the sea is generous with the fishermen who ply their nets in these azure waters. Although it happens twice a day, every day, the return of the fishermen with their catch never fails to generate excitement, even among the local people, who come to see what bounty the gods of the sea have granted them, and even the local cats benefit from their generosity. Exporting provides the opportunity for Lesvos seafood to be enjoyed in other markets. The island has a growing seafood processing industry that helps provide local employment and maintain the island's fishing traditions. Shellfish, crustaceans, octopus, and squid are all brought in live off the fishing boats and kept fresh until they're ready to be processed for export. The people of Lesvos have a passion for Aegean food. Meals served in restaurants follow the same culinary traditions observed in Greek homes.
The way a traditional Greek meal would be served in a traditional Greek family. It consists of first, Greek hors d'oeuvres, which we call meza. There are a great variety of them, many made from seafood, but also produce. For example, zucchini flowers, stuffed tomatoes, or oysters, and of course, our main dishes. No matter whether they are fish or meat, we use a lot of local herbs, which gives them that rich flavor, spicy enough, but not too hot. Of course, we all enjoy these together with our local ouzo, which is well known all over Greece.
At mealtimes or other time, ouzo is woven into the fabric of the culture of Lesvos. Locals will tell you the national drink of Greece is meant to be drunk slowly, over hours of conversation. The island is famed for its brands of ouzo. Every distillery closely guards its special combination of aniseed, herbs, and spices, and many use modern versions of traditional copper boilers for the marriage of alcohol and these distinct flavors. All of the brands are potent, weighing in anywhere from 42 to 50% alcohol content. Regardless of the strength, the ouzo of Lesvos is popular both locally and internationally. Ouzo is meant to be savored slowly in the best of company. That philosophy is also the essence of Lesvos culture, one that draws visitors to its fine accommodations and simple island lifestyle, set against a backdrop of rugged panoramas and picturesque villages. Welcome to our fine dining choice in Lesvos, the Lemon and Green Pepper Restaurant with owner and executive chef Nikos Kemperopoulos. The unusual name of this harborfront restaurant in Mytilene came to Nikos during a siesta while the restaurant was being decorated. It reflects the worn tones of the decor, and it represents the chef's attitude towards his cuisine. Simple, superlative ingredients that need little embellishment to become the most tempting dishes. The cuisine at Lemon and Green Pepper shows the influence of other Mediterranean countries. Basic ingredients include butter and cream from the French tradition, as well as local olive oil, feta cheese, produce, seafood, and meat. The restaurant is also known for its creative dessert menu.
I've been in the restaurant business since I was young. My greatest teacher was my grandmother, and through her I learned to love good food and good cooking. And because I take so much enjoyment out of good food, I decided to move professionally in that direction. And the reason I wanted to open my own restaurant is to make sure I always had a good place to eat. The food I cook is simply Mediterranean. The recipes I inherited from my grandmother were Mediterranean, although of course they were Greek. And while I was working in Nice on the Mediterranean coast of France, of course I cooked French food. And now I'm using all the French influence in my cooking on a daily basis, which is really not too hard, you know. The influence of the Greek kitchens on the French is similar to the influence of the French on the Greek. But the basics, olive oil, parsley, garlic, are all used all over the Mediterranean coast.
Coming up next, a glass of wine with Chef Nikos and our first specialty dish, baked John Dory with local herbs. Our first Lesvos specialty dish is a baked John Dory fish with herbs. For a free copy of this exclusive recipe, visit our website or call us toll-free.
Welcome to the island of Lesbos and to the Lemon and Green Pepper restaurant. I'm going to make a baked John Dory fish with fresh local herbs today. You can do this with any white fish. This fish has tender, nice meat, and it's caught locally. The recipe is very easy for any cook to do. Just make sure all the ingredients are the freshest. First, we take the fish. It's already been cleaned. And we stuff with some fresh herbs in the cavity, rosemary and fresh oregano. The fresh oregano has not so intense a flavor as dried, so it's better, more subtle. Now put some salt on, and make sure you get it inside. And cover all the surfaces, then put it in a good-sized baking pan. After that, we start putting in the vegetables. We begin with this fine-cut fresh celery. We put in plenty of it, not just on the fish, but all over the pan. And we put fresh, fine-cut onions on top of it and spread them around until the fish is well covered, so there'll be lots of flavor. And now, this is up to your own personal taste. A little fine-cut garlic. And you know, all Greeks love garlic. Now we'll add some dry, fine white wine. It doesn't hurt to have some yourself, to your health. Of course, we have to be generous with it. And what's more, the better the wine, the better the taste, of course. And after that, what else? Olive oil from Lesvos. The best I have ever tasted. And then we are set. We have a preheated oven to the highest possible temperature, and you will cook it for 25 to 30 minutes. When we take it out, we'll add cream to improve even more the taste. So after it's been cooking for 20 minutes, we take it out of the oven and we put it on a safe surface because it's hot. We take the bones away and we remove the fillets and serve them on the plate. Please turn it upside down to see the beautiful white flesh, not the skin. We put the bones on another plate. Then we do the same with the other half of the fish. And now we are ready to proceed with the sauce preparation. Of course, we have very carefully removed all of the bones from the pan. And now we take it to the stovetop. We heat it up over medium heat. And we put in a little green pepper. But what was not in the recipe of my grandmother was a healthy amount of cream. And now we mix it up. Our sauce is ready and we're finished. And now we can serve the fish. We take a little bit of the sauce and put it on top of our plates. There should be lots of vegetables and sauce, so be generous. There's a lot of flavor in this sauce. Now we have put on the sauce, we can start garnishing our plates. We use lots more of the fresh herbs. We put on some sprigs of dill, a little bit of green, a little bit of parsley, and the tender heart of a celery. So now we are ready to eat. And we can garnish the second plate in the same way. Again, a little bit of dill, greens, parsley, celery. The different colors of green really look good with the pale fish. They make it look even more appetizing and interesting. Here we are, and that's it. Cheers.
After the break, our second specialty dish, a Greek classic, delicious dolmadas. Our second Lesvos specialty dish is the traditional Greek dolmadas, stuffed vine leaves. For a free copy of this exclusive recipe, visit our website or call us toll-free.
Today, I'm going to prepare stuffed vine leaves. We need the vine leaves. We boil them, and the stuffing has rice, fine sliced fresh onions, mint, dill, parsley, zucchini, olive oil, and lemon juice. And this is how we stuff the leaf. And this is how it looks. We put a layer of vine leaves in the bottom of the pan so the dolmadas won't stick. We add some boiled water to cover them. Then we add the olive oil. And a touch of salt, and it's ready for the cooker. It will take an hour until it's done. The dolmadas have been cooking for a good hour, and now we can serve them. And afterwards, we put 1 or 2 spoonfuls of our local strained yogurt on top. And here they are.
The geography of Lesvos is just as unique as its cuisine. It's important not to miss out on places like the eerie petrified forest in this dramatic, isolated area of the island. These enormous fossils of trees were buried by volcanic ash millions of years ago. The incredible pressure of layers and layers of prehistoric mud, sand, and volcanic ash settled on top of the trees, and silica from the ash, dissolved in water, slowly seeped into the wood and crystallized it. Then, over centuries, winds and rains slowly eroded the volcanic layers, revealing the petrified trees to the ancestors of the modern people of Lesvos, like gigantic headstones for a buried past. Lesvos Islanders are famed for their festivals, where feasting and music and song and dance go on for hours and sometimes days. Many of the festivals on Lesvos are held to celebrate religious holidays, but many others simply celebrate life itself. As relaxed as the atmosphere of Lesvos is, there is also a fierce pride among the islanders of its accomplishments, another reason to celebrate. The powerful anise-flavored ouzo, olives, and seafood are found at every island festival. And no wonder, they are three of the things for which Lesvos is known for the world over. Tastings like this are used to promote the cuisine and the production and preparation techniques used by island chefs, as well as the islanders' passion for the food itself.
Lesvos is a wonder for the senses, for anyone with an appreciation of wildlife, of the freshest Mediterranean cuisine, of sun, sand, and splendid relaxation. It truly is an effort to say goodbye to the island of Lesvos. Thanks for joining us. I'm Catherine Blythe for Taste of Life. We'll see you next time.
Catherine Blythe's wardrobe, courtesy of Ross Mayer. While on location, the cast and crew of Taste of Life were guests aboard the luxurious Crystal Cruise Lines. If you would like to obtain free recipes, purchase VHS copies of shows, or simply learn more about Taste of Life, contact our website at www.tasteoflife.com or call us toll-free at 1-888-41-TASTE.